Caldwell Pope, 5-second violation. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys leading by 14. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Kyle Kuzma gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Lopez to Bledsoe. Can't miss those. Anthony Davis tips it to Caldwell Pope.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Milwaukee with the basketball. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys can hold for the final shot. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Brook Lopez pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
It's James controlling the offense. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance in that play.
James. Has a chance, and he buries it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Giannis with it up top. The lead is 11. To Middleton. Cruises inside for 2.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Kyle Kuzma. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Bledsoe with it up top. His team on top by 13. George Hill to Adetokunbo. Curling inside. Can't get past the defender. And Jay, they call the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Adetokunbo won't go down.
When you have cold shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and getting to the rack.
To James. Fires the three. Not that time. He misses. Hill across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. Defense making the ball carrier work. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, you can't do that.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Adetokunbo. Giannis Adetokunbo. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. 3 for 3. Nice. LeBron into the front court. His guys down big. To Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Kuzma to James. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Hill. Great feed. From the painted area, won't go down. LeBron James snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
James to Davis. Anthony Davis. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Layup goes down. Well done.
What a move. If you're on defense, you can't be caught flat-footed there.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. And he's going to the free throw line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Nope. First one does not go. Oh, he missed on a pair. Hill into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Matthews. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Wesley Matthews, 0 hesitation from a pure shooter.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Hill across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. That's out of bounds off of Giannis. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Bucks have the rebound. Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. George Hill. He's now 4 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
And scores. Strong take.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lakers ball. James to Caldwell Pope. And scores.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Antetokounmpo to Gasol. Pau Gasol. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Bucks in command of this one. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
To Cousins. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Hill across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Deep right corner. Antetokounmpo. He'll take that any day.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Antetokounmpo to Hill. George Hill. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. And the slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Fires the three, and Eric Bledsoe set up nicely. Takes advantage with the three.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Danny Green. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. To Middleton. Anthony Davis with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
James to Danny Green. James. It's claimed by Milwaukee. Bucks basketball. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Antetokounmpo. Defense making the ball handler work. Oh, they call the foul, Jag.
A simple touch foul.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Antetokounmpo. Off the iron. No good. To Danny Green. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Anthony Davis. 4 out of 7.
I know the game is changing, Ed, and I know people are very worried about, well, you don't want to be too vulgar. You don't want to say too many intense words, but sometimes there's no better remedy than when a teammate or a coach gets in your face and challenges you man to man. That's what we saw here because this player is responding.
Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. To George Hill. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't get the bounce. To James. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just his shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Middleton to Bledsoe. Wide open look, won't go. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Cousins. To Danny Green. George Hill swats it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by George Hill. Substitution being made in this one. Davis to James. Davis. That won't go. throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Deep three at the buzzer. The Bucks claim victory. They moved ahead 2-1 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at sports.com. Until next time, good night.
Right now, Sam.
24 hours, cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector, don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the. Hello? Dial 911. No time for the fakers. Courtside at the Lakers. She said 20, this a hit. Girl, you know that's every time I link with him. Make a ice on my arm. Feel like a storm. We make 30,000 in these sweaters. 20 up next, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Told her bye, bye, bye. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Got a lot of juice on me. Couple M's in jewelry. I'm a rich like just eat. I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Small to name my flight. 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want I don't want me dripping. Kick it, she tripping.